E from MarketWizards.com and eMiniWizard.com, reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose if you're playing this game. Said potential target back in here at this 92. Make sure you are paid if you are short. Great trade. It's a range trade, knocking out all the aggressive longs. And it's just after the open on the 11th of April, 2019. This, I said, was all done yesterday after hours, the late push, 4 o'clock-ish push, bang, gotcha. And all this has been done in overnight fluff. So this is a very smart trade by the market to come back in and test support. We had the double top. We know that this 98 to 99 area was a resistance zone until broken. Got your double top right in here. And then this L, and this is where I thought the primary target might come back to. As posted earlier in the room, that this 90 to 92 area is going to be pretty important today. Make sure you are paid coming into this 92 and a half, 92 area. Because I'm looking over here at yesterday's range too, and we can see where that neighborhood is here. So beautiful setup on the aggressive longs who just thought that, yeah, this is what I meant earlier by this is where the shekels are made, range trading. It's not just on breakouts. The market loves to fool as many traders as it can. And these first two bars right out of the gate to just come right back through, no support build up. Remember I said all this was done 4 o'clock. I was actually awake, woke up, was going to come out and turn my computer on. I said, what are you, an idiot? Go back to bed. This was the perfect buy time. But this is the convenient trade. And it doesn't have to work, but it does. Inside out. Comes from here this way. Outside in, comes back and does the range trade. If you got a fast 2, 3, 4 points put in your pocket, that's trading. And the market offers you a profit, take it. Now, there's some guys that disagree with me and say, hold on, because you could go 25 points. But day after day, if you get your 4 or 5 points, it adds up. Now, here was the chart that I had on yesterday. I'm going to return it. This was an 8-minute chart. I'm going to return it to the 5 because that's our normal chart. But this was the one that was working yesterday. And this was that third time through trade right here. Anything goes in this swing. We said we are using the 02 to 05 as our resistance. And the assumption was that this 92 might become pivotal today. So we've got a gap over here that basically it's come into play overnight, but not RTH. We're in about 10 minutes. Stops down, 92 paid for sure. We're just trying to be conservative ahead of this breakout. Thrust was from low to high overnight. So until we take out the overnight low, this is a contra to the day's range. Reminder. Now, I know there's a lot to look at and to absorb, especially when I start putting all this stuff on a chart. It kind of takes away from the cleanliness of it, makes it harder to read. So let me just take like one of these ideas right now. Note where this 91.5 is on this scale, right? From the low to the high. This is a 40 back. Here would be your 50 back. And here is your 60 back. So I'm gonna take off some of these ideas for now. They're just overwhelming to me, and I'm sure it is to you. But what we were trying to do, I'd put these on the other day to try to help show you those 3-point breakouts. So I'm just going to put one on for now. Okay, so that's like a 3-point breakout right there. Anybody that gets back to the gap area, if you are buying, don't think about a new high. Think about a scalp with that trend. That's all. Market very murky, very range bound. So here's one right there, right? So I like the circles. They're easier to manipulate. That's two right there. Range trading right now. That's all we know. And this is the third time through trade right there. Okay, so I'm going to take off a lot of these other things right now. We'll leave this line on right there because that was an important line. This one is a failed, right? Third time through intraday. That's failed. We know it's an important neighborhood, but that's failed and came back to test support. We broke the 94s, opens the door back here to the 91, 92 area where we said make sure you are paid. So on this scale, this relationship, that's called a weak pullback. Normal is back here in that 88.5 area, and strong is going to be down here. We get back down here, it's harder to believe that we'll take out the high. It's much more neutral. This was our big platform. I'm going to take this one out for now. I just want to clean this up a bit so that we can focus on. That's enough for now. Just don't want all this stuff distracting us, you know. Range trade. And it seems to me the goal of this trade this morning by the boys was come back and range trade and try to knock out all the aggressive longs who thought you could just close your eyes and buy the high. Resistance, support, fighting box. And then we get to move them down one. If we come into this box, then we know that, okay, for now, that's been rejected. So in this box right now, basis this time frame, we know this is our support box. We know this is our fighting box trying to hold. We got a pretty good sized tail here for now. But theoretically our fighting box, and then this is our resistance box. If we can get above here, then that becomes it. I'm just trying to show you the mentally, when you're trading, you don't have to do this. I'm doing this to help teach it. And the easy way to do it is to think about those ideas, but then just move one circle right now if you want and say, okay, where's our fighting box? And just play with the yellow one. Longs are in control above, in my opinion anyways. Certainly they're in control above 85s, but above 88's even stronger for them. You know, the middle of this range. I would not overtrade. I said that earlier. This is a nice washout, and typically somebody who misses shorting loves to short down here at the bottom. Hard to do. And you can see just how we have been captured inside this range, still trying to hold this red line and this blue line. That's pretty much where I'm dialoguing right now. That's a range type trade. It'll take some time to resolve this. Hit and run is my suggestion. Thank you, Scott. And here's an even deeper look, right? Where this 78 area has been supportive. And we'll get a couple of these lines out of the way too here. This was yesterday's range. Remember, we were resolving this range yesterday, and I said that 86.5 area, 87 was going to become pivotal. Okay, I'm going to take this stuff out for now. We said the range, and then we busted. And this is how the market likes to move in bursts. Range, range, range. Boom, new territory. And now we can see, basically the meat of this is up here. From here. That's just the way the market likes to move. And we'll clean that up for now. So you can see this was a third time through trade here. And fighting zone has resistance. And this has been our support, our fighting zone yesterday. Resolved to the upside. And this was our support. I'm just using the same technique over and over for the different time frames. Anybody long side get paid coming into that 97 to 98. Big ideas still. Great trade if you got it. Two-way day right now.